Happy 2-year anniversary, everyone. Actually, it's not today, it's February 27th, but college has its grip on me. So of course I'm late to this, just like I've been late to all your requests, and I'm sorry. At the beginning of this video, which is right now, I have a Transformers related announcement, and then at the end of this video, I have a non-Transformers related announcement, but it's a very cool one. Because I'm starting ASMRs for something new. So here's the Transformers related one. Have you ever wanted to be initiated into the Decepticons? This type of ASMR really would have helped me 2 years ago when I was dealing with a massive depression and a heavy Transformers Prime fan. If you want to interact with all the Decepticons in what is probably going to be an hour-long special ASMR, then hopefully I'll be able to do that Friday. Because that is going to be probably the most epic thing I've ever done. And it will be part 2 to my 2-year Transformers fan special. Today, however, is part 1, and it's a little more personal, because I'm going to ramble on about me and how I became a Transformers fan. So let me set the scene for you. It's Valentine's Day, it's Ash Wednesday, it's a church potluck. And I'm sitting there bored and alone when my grandparents, along with this other old couple, bring forth to me someone who would eventually be very toxic for me, and I would probably be very toxic for them. Yeah, our friendship was really weird, to the point that I was basically forced into Transformers Prime. I kind of felt like if this person could get me into Transformers Prime, then I could be friends with them. And that would be the only way I could, because that was pretty much all they talked about. Well, that and Pokemon, but Transformers sounded more interesting. So we watched Transformers together when I would go over to this person's house. And I remember I should have known I was getting attached to the show when I really didn't want to have any spoilers thrown my way. But I really wanted to just hear some Transformers Prime, so I looked up some audio dubs, and sure enough, someone had dubbed the scene where Bulkhead first says, "I needed that," over the crystal gems in Steven Universe. And let me tell you, that was a fun night. Because your girl didn't just stop at that. I kept watching Transformers Prime. And let me tell you, I was very confused. I had a noob Transformers moment because YouTube doesn't play clips in order. And I had just seen Cliffjumper get killed in episode 1. And then I see the beginning of the episode Out of the Past in season 2, where Cliffjumper's miraculously alive, and I'm like, wait, what? I only found out 2 months later that that was a flashback. So I was very confused. But here's the thing, is that I continued to watch Transformers with this person. I didn't watch any full episodes on my own because A, I couldn't find them, and B, I knew this person wanted to see my reactions, and I wanted my reactions to be genuine. One thing I didn't let get spoiled for me, though, was Knockout, because this person really loved Knockout to the point that I feared any contact with him and had nightmares about him, because this person made it very clear that Knockout was theirs. But here's the thing. I started developing attachment to another character. One I'm sure you know really well. Soundwave. Okay, it was actually Starscream. But here's the thing. This person didn't like Starscream, and I felt like I couldn't talk about Starscream with this person. So I just didn't. I literally avoided anything about the subject of Starscream, and later on, I watched the episode Partners. Now, Rock Bottom only affected me later, but I didn't realize how much my love of Starscream was building up on me until the end of Partners, where we see Starscream go rogue. And when my friend asks me how I liked the episode, my immediate response was, are we ever going to see Starscream again? That was the immediate response for me, was, are we ever going to see Starscream again? So, eventually, this person and I kind of cut ties. It was not the most agreeable thing, and it forced me into a depression I will never forget. It's only now that I realize that it was mostly my fault. Back then, I was just thinking that this person hurt me, and it didn't help that I got a lot of validation. But the thing that kept me going, ironically, was Transformers Prime, and my attachment to Starscream and the Decepticons. I will never forget the rush of joy when my best friend Blue Zebra told me she'd ordered me a bronze Decepticon symbol. You've seen it, it's in my room tour. And I will never forget wearing it like a clip, because I didn't have a proper chain, and it had like a keychain clip on it. And I know it was probably supposed to be a keychain, but I was gonna wear it on my neck because I was a Decepticon, and I was proud of it. Despite the fact that everything I had gone through with this person who tried to force me into being a Decepticon, I was one now. And then, on my birthday, I was given a Pizza Hut brownie box. I opened it to find not a Pizza Hut brownie, but my Starscream plushie, which changed everything for me. It was the gift that made me realize that I was gonna be okay. And I'll tell you, that got me through a lot. And I continued to have real world issues, not with just the depression, but with other people and other things, including some job things. But Starscream always was forefront. I remember cuddling that plushie, and then during Christmas I got the Starscream body pillow that you saw in my Starscream infested room tour. And now my attachment has never been more great than it is right now. But here's the thing. Just when I thought things wouldn't get any better, I met someone who would change my life. Someone whose name is now based off of Transformers Prime, kind of. I met my partner. And she absolutely made my world. She became a Decepticon right alongside me. She watched Transformers Prime. She loved Starscream. She built up a love for Knockout. And now it's thanks to her that I don't fear Knockout anymore. I don't fear writing Transformers Prime fanfictions anymore, which used to really make me worry because I always thought I'd be doing something wrong. But my partner assured me over and over again that I am a Decepticon, and I deserve to be one. I deserve to be a Transformers fan, and so does everyone else that's here today. Everyone else that comes to my channel. And I think to myself, what would have helped me in all my years? In the 2 years that I was sad, actually it was only a year that I really went through the depression. I spent about 6 months fixing myself with the help of my partner in the first months of our relationship. But I think to myself, this time last year, what would have helped me? And that's when I released a video that actually was never meant to be public, but it was. Starscream comforts you from an anxiety attack, which is now one of my most popular videos. I released that video for not just myself, but for my partner who also loves Starscream. And then I released the part 2 to that one. And then I released the Knockout ASMR. And when I started getting so many comments on those ASMRs, when I started honing my voices, I realized I can do this. And so I opened myself up to requests from you, which I'm still gonna fill, I promise. I want you all to know that you're the most important people to me. Transformers Prime is something incredibly important to me. And to find other people who listen to my ASMRs for comfort, to know that I helped someone who might have been in just as much need as me, to know that I've comforted everyone through everything, to know that my voice can play the voice of a Transformers Prime character that they love, even though I'm actually kind of not sure about my Megatron and Predaking impressions. I'm working on them. At any second, I can be Starscream, or Knockout, or Megatron, or even Arachnid. And it's amazing. It's beautiful. And it was because of what I went through that I now want to reach out to all of you. If my ASMRs have helped any of you through anything that you might have been going through, any challenge, any heartbreak, any difficulty, then that makes me happier than any gift ever could. I want to help all of you in any way I can. You all are the most amazing people to me. And I hope you know that I'm going to keep doing TFP ASMRs. I'm going to keep growing myself. And most importantly, I will branch out one of these days. Because in the summer, I'm starting ASMRs for something else. Something that now I'm passionate about, that my partner introduced to me. So get ready to be basically educated by Baldy. Because in the summer of 2020, or perhaps even sooner, you'll be getting ASMRs for Baldy's Basics in Education and Learning. So if anyone has any requests for that, or requests for any TV show, I even did a Lumine ASMR from Mega Man X8. I didn't even know who Lumine was before that point, and now I may or may not have a small crush on him. So, and I want you all to know, my Transformers Prime fans, I am willing to do Autobot ASMRs as well. I'm willing to do anything you throw at me. I'm gonna keep going. And in case you didn't hear the beginning of the video, part 2 of this is going to be a mega ASMR. It's gonna be a really big surprise. And I hope you all really enjoy it. Thank you everyone so much for watching my little channel of ASMR content and so much more. And remember, my friends, if speaking the truth is deception, you must always be gladly guilty. This is Starry Squickums, signing off.